Hi, I'm Claudia from Brownie Culture, and I wanted to give you a little conflict resolution tip to help you when drama is spinning out of control. So this comes from Bill Eddy at the High Conflict Institute, and I'm not stealing his ideas. He was one of my professors at Pepperdine, and it was the best class I had. So this is a technique that if you're here on my page, you might be contemplating a divorce or going through a divorce. And this is something that you might need to use with your spouse, but don't use it with them yet. I want you to practice this technique on people that you love, like your kids, maybe your friends, that you like your coworkers, hopefully, or that you can't afford to not have a relationship with, like your boss. So practice on those people that you know you're going to have to be in relationship with. So, the reason it's called EAR is because, well, you listen with your ear, and it's just an acronym to remind you that when you listen, you want to make sure that you are giving the person you're listening to empathy, attention, and respect. And what's going to happen is it's going to help that person calm down. Because if they're arguing with you, if they're upset, they probably don't feel heard. But if they feel like you hear them, they're going to calm down and hopefully stop. So when you empathize with somebody, it reduces their anxiety. So when you empathize, you don't need to agree. You do not have to agree. But one of the things you want to do is try to understand their logic, even if they're crazy, even if their logic makes no sense to you. Just try to see it from their perspective, and you will be better able to empathize. So it will help them feel like, okay, well, maybe she or he doesn't agree with me, but at least they understand. And then for the attention, part of attention is, yeah, I'm making eye contact with you. I'm putting my phone down. Maybe I'm taking notes because this is a really heavy topic and I don't want to miss what you're saying. But also it's about asking questions, asking clarifying questions. And when someone is really, really, really upset, you don't want to mirror their facial expressions. You want to keep your face calm. You want to keep your hand gestures calm. You don't be pointing at them. So what you want to do is you want to keep yourself calm in your face, even if you're fuming on the inside, because the goal is for them to mirror you. Okay, so you give them attention and you keep yourself calm so that they will begin to calm themselves down. And then this is probably the hardest part, is respect. Because if you don't really like the person, it's hard to respect them. But I want you to remember that every human being deserves respect because they're human, even if they haven't earned your respect. So when you're listening to someone and they're pissed off at you, go ahead and just do your best to be respectful. So, because your goal is to focus on the relationship. You don't have to be best friends. You don't have to be close. You don't even have to say married. But you want to focus on the relationship where it is at that point, and your focus is to listen. So, and then once they calm down, you'll get a chance to speak to. When you use ear, don't lie. People know when you're lying. They know when you're faking it. Don't lie. You don't have to listen forever, because that's not realistic either. Some people will want you just to listen ad nauseum. You're not required to do that. And you don't have to agree with them. So just because you're empathizing with someone, it doesn't mean that you agree. It doesn't mean that you are signing up to go on the crazy train. No, you're just listening. So if I've had the situation where a boss was mad at me because something I said, which was totally distorted. So if your boss comes to you angry about something a client has said that you said or that you did, and you're like, there is no way that that's true. Here's what I want you to do. So if you're listening to them, you begin to express empathy by saying something like, I can understand how upsetting this is for you to have a client come and say this to you. Okay, and then you show attention by making eye contact, and taking notes if necessary. And then you might want to say something else like, can you tell me what else the client said? So you're really getting all the information. You're not defending yourself at this point. And then you show respect to them. I respect how much you care about our company's reputation and doing our best for our clients. But this is what actually happened. And then you can go ahead and explain yourself. That's the proper time to do it. So when you think about ear, use it with your kids on their way home from school, and put your phone away. If you're driving, your phone should be away anyway, but make eye contact in the rearview mirror and give them as much attention as you can and respect them as little people, as children. They're human beings still. Practice this with your family. They're the hardest ones to practice with. So empathy, attention, respect. Practice it with people you like. So when you have to do this with your spouse that you're divorcing that you don't like anymore, it'll be second nature. I'm excited to hear about how it went. Have a great day.